Perfect.
And we will go to our timer down. Well, hello, everyone watching. This is Janet Dermody, Imogen, Cookie Bailey, and Brandon Hauk, and this is the Friday Night Trivia Team. We are streaming live to Rogers TV and Facebook and YouTube. So, how was your week, Imogen? And are you looking forward to Leap Day, Leap Week, or Leap Year?
Oh, I'm just looking forward to leaping. I'm always leaping off of something or onto something or over something. Leapfrog. You know what? I hang out with a really short guy, so I'm always trying to leap over him like a little leapfrog. He doesn't like that.
I stopped leaping over people a few years ago.
I love how short he is, but I discovered that being referred to as a sexy hobbit is not as flattering as I thought it was.
No, it's as cute as Papa Smurf, my boyfriend. Hey, Margie, how you doing? And how's Brandon? People leaping over you this week, Shorty?
Me. 5'8". I'm not that short.
Oh, well, you're shorter than me. So.
How are you? Brandon, how tall are you, if I may ask?
5'8".
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I only ever see you on like a little screen, so I have no context of reference. I don't know how tall.
I'm very tall.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
No.
Well, I'm 5'15" in heels.
Without your heels, how tall are you, Imogen?
Without the heel, without heels, I'm 5'7", and then I slap on 6-inch heels.
I win.
And
I'm
sometimes do up my hair, so it's like another 3 inches. So
I'm doing great so far.
Hey,
awesome.
Frankie. How tall are you, Frankie? Frankie's going to win.
6 feet 1 inch tall.
Tell him again.
6 feet 1 inch tall.
6'1". Frankie wins the who's tallest
Wow.
competition.
He's people sized.
He is. He's perfectly sized for his
yeah.
What's going on tonight, Frankie?
Things are going great so far. I did you hear about this? Trevor's doing great so far. At Dooley's in Sydney. Trevor's doing great.
Good. How's the rain right now downtown Sydney?
Yeah, it's a little bit of rain as of right now in my hometown of Sydney right now.
Is it picking raining yet or just still raining?
So that means that's going to chop some of the snowbanks down from phase 1, chopping the snowbanks down from February 3rd to 4th, massive blizzard.
Ooh, for where?
Gasp.
From February, we had over 150 centimeters of snow on February 3rd, 4th, 2024.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. How's it walking around, Frankie? If I heard?
Yes, things are great so far. And Brandon went to the Flames game last night.
Yes, Brandon, tell them about the Flames game last night.
Yes, we won the game. It was an awesome game. And I had they were really good chicken wings. And I had a good
I need to hear about this. And what year is the city of Calgary became a big city?
I'd say that would be 1886, something like that.
Really? I go 1904.
I'm going to say it was 1911, and their first mayor was a sea monster.
And the Stampede Corral, that was the original home for the Calgary Flames before the Saddle Dome was built.
Yes. Yes.
What was the answer to the last one?
And the Calgary Flames used to be in Atlanta back in the 70s.
Yes.
Oh. Did they? But did Wayne Gretzky play on that team?
Wayne Gretzky played for the Oilers in the WHA. He played for Indianapolis WHA team as well in the 70s.
Nice. Okay.
When did the city become a city? Wait, hold on. I need
Gordie Howe
answers.
played in WHA back then too in his later career.
Just posted
Well,
of Charlie's birthday
that's
party.
pretty awesome.
That sounds pretty fun.
Things are great on my side so far. And did you hear about this? I still see the snowbanks from February 3rd to 4th, 2024 snowstorm.
Ooh.
You know, we can't see those, Frankie. It's the sidewalks. We're still looking for those.
It's from the big snowbanks. That's from the snowbanks from February 3rd snowstorm, from February 4th, and late February 2nd.
So what do you think is going to happen with all this snow, with the big warm winds and the warm temperatures coming and all that rain?
And even next week too, that's going to chop some more snowbanks down.
It is. How much snow do you think we'll have left by this time next week?
That means it could be remnants of snowbanks left to go.
Only snowbanks. Well, I'll be glad for the snow to go. And have nothing.
Send it over here. We need a little bit of snow here.
Frankie,
have a little bit.
We need to figure out how to sell this snow and make lots of money. Look at all the people we could help in the world with all this snow, Cape Breton, if we could put it into dollars.
They should ship all the snow away for the Olympics in the future and put the snow in a really, really cold area and keep it snow safe for the Olympics.
Yes, I think we should sell our snow to the Olympics. It's very fresh Cape Breton snow, and there's no other snow like it.
Right?
They have to have it some kind of jet and put the snow in a jet and ship it to overseas for the Olympics.
Yeah. Kayla says we'll ship it out west to Alberta. They need it out there. Do you guys need our snow, Brandon?
Yeah, I guess we kind of do. Yeah.
How much should we sell our snow for, Frankie? How much are we going to sell it for?
Next Winter Olympics is going to be in Italy 2026.
We can send snow to Italy in 2026. We can
For the Winter Olympics.
We'll just bank it until the time comes. We're going to have plenty of more winters to supply it. What do you think?
Because they got Olympics coming up over in Italy 2026 Winter Olympics. The first Winter Olympics of foreign spectators since 2018.
Oh, wow. Excellent. Hold on.
Awesome. So, Frankie. Frankie,
do you have going to have 300,000 people will be at the Paris Olympics next summer for the opening ceremony this July coming up. It's going to have 300,000 spectators in Paris 2024 opening ceremony.
Oh, hi, Megan. I love you too. Megan's my wife that I do sexy cleaning with.
Oh, I bet Frankie and Brandon would like sexy cleaners.
When is the last time Olympics was in Los Angeles, California?
That's a good question. I should ask you that. Do your own homework.
Frankie's one-ended question.
When is the last time Olympics was in Los Angeles, California?
Was it a leap year?
Yeah.
Need a clue, Frankie. Was it a leap year?
Yes, leap year. 1984.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Good one.
Solid. Frankie comes out of the gate with leap year trivia. Comes out swinging.
And when is the last time Summer Olympics was in North America?
That,
it must be in Georgia in 1996.
Successful in doing so.
Okay, so what Olympics
Atlanta,
did
1996 Olympics.
Bulldogs.
Which one did Vancouver host? Was that Winter Olympics or was that summer? I thought because Vancouver
Summer,
hosted
Atlanta, 1996 Summer Olympics.
That was,
They remember that Atlanta Braves had to play a lot of road games because of that.
I bet there was no room for them at home. There was a lot of tourism for the Olympics.
When is the last time the Winter Olympics was in North America? That was 2010.
Okay, was that when it was that
Vancouver 2010.
Hold on.
Oh, Frankie's frozen.
It's Vancouver
Yeah,
2010 Winter Olympics.
we got someone wanting to come in from the studio too, but the bandwidth is bad right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. No.
Trevor.
Is Dooley's doing something for leap year? Are they doing something special?
It must be Trevor Gardner, the host of Trevor's Happy Hour.
Yes, it is. It is Trevor. Hello,
Hi, Trevor.
Hey,
Oh.
I just got back from Charlie's birthday party.
Who's Charlie?
Frankie.
Okay.
Running Trevor's Happy Hour for an hour.
Right. So,
Thanks, Megan.
I saw you on ham radio.
Hey, Radio 80 Finalco.
Yeah, Trevor, you were very blurry, and the bandwidth is just not there to hold all 5 of us tonight. It must be our weather. We've got all kinds of crazy weather. So just let Trevor know that he wasn't coming in very clear, and it was garbly on my end. Okay.
Yeah. See you soon. Bye now.
Yeah.
All right. You have fun.
Oh,
have a good night.
Okay.
Oh, I got a question. From when did Calgary become a city?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was the year 1894.
Look at you,
Okay.
Brandon. What did you say? 1896.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look, you doing your homework.
All right.
I
Whose
remember
question is it?
in Calgary before, and I kind of remember the tour, maybe a little bit, the old city tour. Oh.
Back in 1896 when you were what? Not even a thought?
He was 11. Brandon was 11. What we don't know is that he's really like 200 years old. He just ages really slowly.
He's an ancient warlock. He's just letting us know now. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
know what? I have a suspicion that Brandon's actually a leap year guy. His birthday is on a leap day. And so therefore that is what has slowed the aging process for him. So he's in our time, he's like 200, but in his time, he's only like 25.
Brandon, if you do decide to have kids down the road, you don't have to wait to have them on a leap year. What you do is you come down to this icy cold region called Cape Breton near Nova Scotia, and you have your children here. Don't move. Keep them here. Everything slows down here too. I mean, I'm 50 and everyone says, "Oh, you don't look 50." I'm like, that's because everything slows down in the ice age.
You're all cryogenically frozen. Yeah. You live in a state of cryogenesis.
Yeah, we play on the iceberg.
Awesome.
All right, whose question is it or was it? Because every time Frankie comes in, he splashes us all, and we all get shocked, and we don't know what we're doing.
I don't think we.
Yeah.
We didn't
Brandon, give her.
Yeah. Oh. Thank you.
In Scotland, it's a leap year tradition for women to propose wearing the following garment.
Ooh.
Is it A, a green jacket, B, a red petticoat, C, blue sweater, or D, red pants?
I'm liking the petticoat, whatever color it was.
Petticoats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the petticoats only because fashion's my jam, sorta.
Nothing underneath it.
Right? Petticoats are sexy, despite the terribly outdated sounding term, which sounds like, they would go part and parcel with bloomers.
Right?
Like the only ladies wearing them are named Mildred. But I'm going petticoats. Just because if you're making that kind of baller move on a guy, then you're gonna be looking your best. Right?
Well, I'm figuring I'm wearing a petticoat. I'm not gonna be a petticoated. I'm not even getting dressed. I'm just coating on. Bye-bye.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So what's Laura says the red pants, Margaret says the petticoat, and so what's the answer on that one, Brendan?
The answer is the petticoat.
Ooh, see, we knew.
Yep.
All right, you want to go next, Imogen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. In which of the following leap years did Dr. Seuss give us a hefty helping of green eggs and ham? Was it 1952, 1960, 1976, or 1984?
Oh, I feel like I was alive for this. Let's go. Let's go with
1984.
I'm going with 1984 too. Yeah.
1984, 1984. Anyone watching at home, what say you? In which leap year did Dr. Seuss give us a hefty side of green eggs and ham? 52, 60, 76, or 84? Margie is on Facebook is saying 52. Kayla on Facebook is saying 84.
Yes.
I like the way you guys all think.
Mm-hmm.
The correct answer is, Shelly is saying 6. I assume that's 60.
Yeah.
The correct answer, Shelley has got it correct. 1960, Green Eggs and Ham was published in 1960. Fans of Dr. Seuss went wild. The book has Sam I Am offering green eggs and ham with a mouse, among other options, and is one of the most memorable books, children's books to this day.
It is. You got to love a good book with a good flow and a good rhyme. Can't go wrong.
The rhyme scheme is absolutely brilliant. The Dr. Seuss's stuff there's so much subtext in his stuff. You can read it topically just as an awesome children's book, or you can look deeper and analyze it and find all sorts of hidden meaning. Like it's hung around for so long.
You're coming
for that. Like you can just keep it just affects you. So the food coloring and do it up when it's Leprechaun Day or Leap Day.
Leap Day, leap
food on Leap Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? How do you refer to it as?
Yeah.
All right. Next question. And this one's a little bit like wrap your brain around it. Beginning at the beginning, who invented the leap year? So at the very first leap year, who thought of the beginning, the very start of leap year? Was it Pythagoras, Julius Caesar, Plato, or Aristarchus? If I'm saying that right.
I'll go B.
B, Julius Caesar?
Yeah. Or the frog. I don't know. Maybe the frog.
The frog.
It's leaping, right?
I went really down the rabbit hole on this, so I already know the answer to that one. So I'm gonna not answer. Just because I already have a ridiculous amount of information on that one, so I'm gonna keep my trap shut.
Oh, for God's sake! So that one's going to be one of the ones out of your 7. Now you got 6. Great. Well, good thing that Frankie come on and Trevor come on for a minute.
Yes and no. I actually no. See, I don't have that one as one of my questions. But I did. Yeah, no. I went down the rabbit hole, and that was one that I came across, but I dug and excavated, and I went old world. Yeah.
Shelley missed it. So it is in the very beginning, Shelley, the beginning of the beginning. Who invented the leap year? Pythagoras, Julius Caesar, Aristarchus, or Plato? Which of those 4 was it? So Kayla's saying Julius Caesar. Yes, it is Julius Caesar. The first leap year was proclaimed in 45 BC. The Romans had a 355-day year, which made it difficult to calculate the right dates for festivals and whatnot. They had complicated a way of making adjustments, but Julius Caesar decided to simplify matters and asked the astronomer Sosigenes to come up with a better way. The result was the Julian calendar, which was in use until the Gregorian calendar was invented in 1582 under Pope Gregory the 13th as a more accurate way of measuring the passage of time. Blah, blah, blah. Here we are today, still leaping away. Who's next?
Dude was onto something. He knew what he was doing. He was onto something.
Yes, he was. He was leaping away at all these calendar days. Yeah. And I'm drinking chocolate. Awesome. Yeah.
Brandon.
Okay. So, a French newspaper only gets published on leap year once every 4 years. Is this true or false?
Well, does that mean they have nothing to say, or they're just, my goodness, that's got to be false.
I'm going to say true. I'm going to say true.
Paper. I'm thinking they must be brutally rich or brutally broke.
So,
Brutale, as I'm saying.
I think that's a cool novelty, and I think that if anyone's going to be doing it right, it's going to be the French.
Okay.
They do a lot of cool. They do a lot of stuff in a unique way, and I'm going to give them. I'm going to give France points on that one and say true. And if they don't, well, they should. Come on, France.
Well, if they're brutally like rich, then I think yay. But if they're waiting for a payday every leap year on a newspaper run, I'm wondering they may want to get a new business manager.
Oh man, delivering that paper. What kind of subscription packages would they offer?
Yeah, the one while rate. So what's the answer, Brandon, for God's sake?
So it is true. So this newspaper called the Le Bogie de Sapere appears at newsstands across France every 4 years, only one day only, Leap Day. So it's
Wow,
that's awesome.
15,000 copies each year.
how many?
Your friend.
1,500 copies.
1,500 copies. I hope they're selling them for $1,000 a piece.
Your French accent is divine, by the way.
It's bad.
It's just beautiful.
Oh, God.
Adequate.
Bad.
Oh, too funny.
Okay.
Your turn, Imogen.
Okay. Who of the following does not have a leap day birthday? Superman, Ja Rule, Tony Robbins, or Mira Sorvino?
Ja Rule.
Superman.
Yeah, 3 of these people do. 1 does not. So, viewers at home in the online world or in the time lapse before you watch this on TV later, who of the following does not have a leap day birthday? Superman, Ja Rule, Tony Robbins, or Mira Sorvino? Shelly at home is saying Superman. Margie at home is saying Superman.
Yeah.
All right.
Superman 2. What is it?
The correct answer is Mira Sorvino. She does not have a leap day birthday. Her birthday is September 28th, 1967. Superman, Ja Rule, and Tony Robbins are all leap people.
Well, I didn't know who
Leaplings.
she was. She may as well have been Superman.
Yeah, Eliza at home was saying Mira. Yeah. Superman apparently had I don't know anything about Superman or the super dude world, but yeah, apparently Super Dude was,
yeah.
Pardon?
Krypton. He was from Krypton.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess the day that he landed, they kind of affixed the birthday that they affixed to him, the birthday that they gave him for however they worked it out in comic book land was that they assigned him February 29th. So yeah, Super Dude apparently is a leap guy. Leap guy.
Well, and he leaps into the sky. How funny.
Right?
All right. Is it mine or is it Brandon's? My God, who's on first?
Here go.
You'd think it would be easy to remember. There's so many of us playing. All right. This one is, there's no way. All right. Frederick, a character from Gilbert and Sullivan comic opera, because I know we all watch comic operas all the time. Me, never. Okay. So had a birthday falling on the 29th of February. Which form of the opera's plot? Do you go to the opera? Well, then you've got a good shot at this. Which opera is
I was showing off my, see?
Oh, it looked like they got eyes.
I've got 5 of the same ring. I watch lots of stuff.
It looks like eyes. I'm watching everything everywhere.
Yeah.
What happens when I hit you in slow motion? I will talk.
I see it coming from a mile away.
Right? That's too funny. So again, Frederick, a character from Gilbert and Sullivan comic opera, had a birthday falling on the 29th of February, which forms the basis of the opera's plot. Which opera is it? The Pirates of Penzance, HMS Pinafore, Lowlanth, or the Mikado? I'm saying that right. Yeah. So I will put them in the comments.
I'll go with the Pirates. I won't say the words.
You're going Pirates of Penzance?
Oh, that's
Okay,
Okay.
HMS Pinafore, Lolantha, the Mikado. You know what? I'm going to say the Mikado.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Mikado.
All right.
Pirates of Penzance had some really just brilliantly catchy music. Actually, so did the HMS Pinafore.
You've watched it?
I have. Yeah.
Wow.
When you said you were bringing up comedy operas, I thought, oh, what's the chance it's anything I've heard of like the small handful that I'm not big on opera. One of my personal favorites is Carmen. I mean, it sounds cliche, but Carmen's definitely one of my personal favorites. Yeah, sorry, it's not something I give it a lot of thought to, so it's not at the forefront of my brain. I've been focused on this, so but yeah.
All right. The answer on this one. So Margaret's saying HMS Pinafore. Shelley said the last one, which is the Mikado. Laura said HMS. So the answer is the Pirates of Penzance. Good guess, Eliza.
Okay.
So Frederick, whose birthday is on the 29th of February, is apprenticed to the Pirates of Penzance. His indenture states that he cannot be released from the apprenticeship until his 21st birthday. Oh, he falls in love with Mabel, the daughter of the Major General Stanley. So I can see why that would make a play. If his birthday is every 4 years and he's in this, sounds like a military thing. Looks like he's dying there. So it looks like it'd be a good one. I could see why it's a comedy. Cool. All right, Brendan.
I love a modern Major General. Yeah.
Okay, so here's a good one. 2020 marks which of the following special occasions? The Oregon eclipse, the unearthing of Yahoo's digital time capsule, the Winter Olympics, or Brazil hosting the World Cup. That was my World Cup noise. I had to do that.
You bleeped out there a bit.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2020 marks which of the following special occasions? The Oregon eclipse, the unearthing of Yahoo's digital time capsule, the Winter Olympics, or the Brazil hosting the World Cup. You know, World Cup.
I'm going with Brazil. There's a lot of them over there for that World Cup. They get all crazy over that thing.
This Brandon hit one of my questions. This was one of my questions. I changed up my options to make it definitely. I gave different options. So this is one that I won't answer because it's one of my questions. But once Brandon gives the answer, I will share what my other options were because it's very different.
No doubt. Because the horn, the Brandon. Brandon loves that old horn, don't you, Brandon?
Yeah.
Horn. I like horns, you know.
Awesome.
Weird.
Too funny. All right. So it was horn, Brandon?
The answer is B, unearthing of Yahoo's digital time capsule.
Oh my God. Boo.
Sorry.
Right?
Yeah. Boo hoo hoo. No, I don't like that. So did you have more to add to that one, Imogen?
Yeah. Well, so their digital time capsule, it was like a snapshot of the origins of Yahoo, basically. So it was old social posts from the early days of the internet, old emails like spams and things, as well as photo submissions from when they collected it. So when they collected information, they put a call out to the public to say, what do you want included? So people would put in like love letters and stuff and spam emails that were like early era, you want a Spanish lottery, give us your information. All sorts of weird stuff was put in there. But the other, so I had the same question. So I had the same question, 2020 marked following, occasion. But the options that I was going to give you guys were the unearthing of Yahoo's digital time capsule, NASDAQ becoming an independent entity, Sonia Sotomayor becoming the first Latina U.S. Supreme Court justice, or the last Blockbuster video closing. I went off track because I know where Brandon got his source. so I know what his options were. But those were the options I was going to give just to mess with y'all.
Thank God Brandon went first. No, just kidding.
Right? Yeah. So.
Hey, Brandon.
But yeah. So that's what was in. So that's what was in the time capsule. Like it was a snapshot of early era internet. So there's all sorts of wild stuff in there. And if we were to look at it now, it'd be like, really? This is what people thought was awesome? This is hilarious. This is the equivalent of finding like a whole treasure chest of 8 tracks.
I know.
Yeah, it was the internet's 8 tracks.
Right.
Okay.
Well, all right.
So,
what? No, it's your turn, Imogen.
all right. So,
yeah.
All right. Let's just go back here. So, which of the following historical events fell on a leap day? A. Kim Campbell became Prime Minister of Canada. B. Amber Valley, the largest settlement of Black immigrants to Canada from the U.S., was officially renamed from Pine Creek. C. The first arrest warrant was served in the Salem witch trials. Or D. The first shot was fired in the Battle of Gettysburg.
Ooh, I like C and D. Let's go for the witches.
Witches?
Yep.
Yes, witches. Let's do that. Witches.
Brandon's going witches? That's only because you cackle like a witch. It's Brandon's witchy laugh. See?
Yep, cackle like.
I'm pretty sure he has a pointy head and curly-toed shoes.
Do the witch laugh.
Margie Evans.
Like ooh, that's pretty good. What's your witch laugh sound like, Imogen?
Oh God, that's just anytime I laugh, it sounds like I'm
come on,
serial killer or something.
Come on now. How you doing, Craig? What's up in Cape Breton? Well, right now snow, but we're on a melting streak, so we're hoping that lots and lots of water is up.
The sea levels.
Turn your sun pumps on, babies.
Awesome. All right. So,
what's the answer?
All right. To repeat the question, which of the following historical events fell on a leap day? A. Kim Campbell became Prime Minister of Canada. B. Amber Valley, the largest settlement of Black immigrants to Canada from the U.S., was officially renamed from Pine Creek. C. The first arrest warrant was served in the Salem witch trials. Or D. The first shot was fired in the Battle of Gettysburg.
Yep, still the witches.
Still going to witches.
Yep.
You guys are going witches. Shelley's saying, guessing A, which was Kim Campbell becoming Prime Minister. Margie is saying witches. All right, well, the correct answer is the witches have it. On leap day in 1692, right? Witches be flying. In 1692, arrest warrants were issued for Tituba, Sarah Good, and Sarah Osborne. Tituba was an enslaved Native American woman who had become owned by Samuel Parris, as she was a central figure in the Salem witch trials. Tituba was eventually released. Her case was dismissed. However, the two Sarahs, they didn't get off so easily. They were convicted, and, well, we all know how that played out. So the two Sarahs kind of didn't fare so well. But leap day in 1692 was when the very first Salem witch trial arrest warrants were served.
Okay. All right. What can women do on the 29th of February that they don't traditionally do on any other day of the year? Get a divorce, propose to the man of their choice, dance naked around the maypole, read the newspaper before the master of the house gets his hands on it.
Oh boy, literacy.
Let me read these horrendous questions again.
Dear Lord, women reading.
What can women do?
This is scandalous. Why would you allow the woman of the house to read the paper before him?
I have no idea.
So propose.
Then
I'm going to
lizards.
I'm gonna give a write-in answer that's not listed and say shave their back. I say back shaving is heavily encouraged on February 29th.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's just my family. I don't know. But
It's you had to read it to believe it. It's like, what? Yeah. So who's ready for the answer? So I've got a few saying propose. Oh yeah.
I'm sticking with shaving y'all's back. Ladies can shave their back on February 29th.
So Kayla, Karen, Eliza, Margaret, Shelley, all of them are saying propose. Some of those answers very outdated. I'm thinking by the time the internet came around, these answers were still 100 years outdated. Where did they come from? Oh,
Traditions.
Yeah.
Traditions are fun.
Dear God. So yeah, the answer is propose to the man of their choice. Yeah. That must have somehow changed to the pick the guy you want to dance with. They stopped. Never mind. You don't want to marry them on first sight. There's a problem with that. You didn't get to figure out you like them really or not. You can't trade them in after you're married. Not so quick. By the sounds of whoever wrote this, it was either they're dead or you're dead, or nobody's getting out of the marriage. Yeah.
Oh dear. I'm just not a fan of putting a contract on a relationship. Like,
right.
I've always said, like, I mean, I get that some people, they want the ceremony and the tradition behind it of joining communities, joining families or whatever. I get that some people are into that. But for me, I just think that, like, if I wake up one day and I don't want to talk to that person, I don't want to feel like I'm contractually required to. I'll say, good morning, my love. Can I get you some coffee? I'm going to say that because I want to, as opposed to, good morning, my love. I'm trying not to jam a fork in your eye. Like,
or having you wear your coffee.
Right. And I expect that if someone wants to put a fork in my eye, they're not going to stay in the same room or the same house because of a contract. They're going to walk away and feel comfortable doing so.
Never let a little fork get in the way of love, Imogen. You've got two eyes.
Right. I mean, for now, until we have that eye forking incident, it's. I mean, maybe. I would rather have the comfort of saying and the confidence of knowing that the person I'm waking up beside wants me to get a cup of coffee for them. I will happily say, let me get you some coffee, and that they're only there by choice, not because of some lease on each other's lives.
Yeah. Marriage can seem very forever. Yeah. It's like death. I mean, forever.
Yeah. Pretty much. Like,
nothing wrong with not being married. That just goes to show your very high standards, and that's nothing wrong with that, Karen. All right, whose turn is it?
Right?
It is
Brando.
All right, without a test drive. Exactly.
Seconds here. Okay, so 2016 research showed that the average human's attention span dropped from 12 seconds to 8 seconds. Is that true or false? 2016 was a leap year, by the way.
I go with true. It seems high.
I'm going to say true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say true because our attention spans kind of ADD, ADHD has been increasing. We have a lot of entertainment was getting a lot faster with the fast cuts and the flashy things, and yeah.
I got ADHD squared. Like,
yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Not gonna lie, like for me to one of the tricks that I actually do. No, I don't have ADHD in the actual clinical term, but I deal with the symptoms of it, which is it's related to something else. I'm not going to get into all the technicalities, but topically, I can be very ADD, ADHD, and one of the things that I actually do that really helps me mitigate that is I'll put on like Disney Plus or like a streaming thing. Now I have 3 monitors in front of me, and I have one running all the time with something I've seen 1,000 times. There's nothing that'll pull my attention, but that movement, that familiar movement, and that familiar script that's going, even if it's at an almost inaudible volume or on mute, that familiar movement occupies the ADD part of my brain. So I can focus. Like I'm studying some extremely technical stuff, and I have to focus on really dry, bland stuff. But if you're ADD, you're all over the place. You're looking at a million things. You're thinking of 20 things at once. So to occupy that, I keep streaming something running. And it's usually on mute when I really need to focus. So I've got that familiar movement that's not going to distract.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't say it'll work for everyone else, but it really works for me. So,
Oh,
yeah.
You got to do what works for you. That's for dang sure, especially when it comes to learning, because it's not easy to learn. All right, Brandon, you done your commercial? I think he's multitasking right now. So we'll give him.
He is.
Yeah, we'll give him his
Oh,
another.
dancing Brandon.
Well, with having
Oh,
Frankie
it's not
come
dancing.
into the show, him and he's doing his finger dance. Having them come into the show,
he
it took
is.
the first few minutes, and we didn't really get too many duplicate questions tonight, thank God, because I was kind of worried we were going to come all on top of each other with all the same, because I wasn't coming into a whole big pile of questions like normal. Like, this is a very niche subject.
It is.
Mhm.
There's not, I didn't find a ton of variation in terms of like leap year customs, traditions, things of that nature. So I got really specific.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got really specific in the search criteria.
Yeah. Hit us
So-
up there.
So the answer is true.
That's true. So, to remind us of the question again,
Oh, is the attention span of each? I can't look at the question right now.
it's shortened up. Yes, gotcha.
Spans, yeah.
All right. Yeah, we figured as much. And I'm thinking 8 seconds. I think if they did that survey again, it'd probably be 4. Yeah. Oh, so we're doing the topic is leap year, leap week, leap day. It's leap week. So, yeah. Hop
Leap
right in.
time. Yep. Shelly at home is saying she's got to take off. Thank you for coming in, Shelly. We always love it when you're here.
Yes, Shelly.
Good
Thanks for
evening,
tuning in.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. In Taiwan, leap year is considered to be unlucky for the elderly. One tradition states that a married daughter is to return home and cook what dish for their parents? Is it A, pig's feet, B, duck tongue, C, iron eggs, or D, blood cake?
Did you say blood cake?
I did. So I'll clarify on blood cake. Blood cake is made from a mixture of sticky rice and pig's blood. It's then bathed in a soy dressing and rolled in peanut flour. It's apparently pretty tasty. Serious Eats magazine actually called it a hybrid between a rice cake and a mochi, and definitely a must try.
I don't
Iron
eat
egg.
mochi or high cake. I don't do it.
Iron eggs are usually made by stewing chicken or quail eggs in spices, and then it's air dried. The eggs themselves are brown and chewy, and they're chock full of a diabolical egg flavor.
Oh no!
So,
to
me, these all sound horrendous.
Yep.
I mean, I would try any of them. To be honest, I would. There's a lot of stuff that I will try that sounds absolutely repulsive that I will try.
Yep, I try it. Not in the kitchen.
Karen at home is saying pig's feet. So the question again and the options. In Taiwan, leap year is considered to be unlucky for the elderly. One tradition states that married daughters return home to cook what dish for their parents? Is it A, pig's feet, B, duck tongue, C, iron eggs, or D, blood cake?
Not the duck's tongue. Oh my God.
Duck tongue. And these are all actual Taiwanese dishes. I went down the rabbit hole of Taiwanese foods, and these are all Taiwan dishes.
Send out a quackogram and Instaquack about my ducks. I could have warned them, stay away from Taiwan.
They're safe. They have sanctuary.
Don't go
Marky
there.
at home is saying pig's feet.
Yeah. Oh,
all right.
I want it to be anything but the duck's tongue. Go ahead. Well, I guess it don't matter.
All right. What's your guess? Brandon, are you here? What's your guess?
I'll go with the duck's tongue.
You just want to get licked by a duck. I want to get licked by a duck. I think that'd be wild. Have it lick the palm of my hand. Licked
I've
on
never
the face.
seen a tongue. No.
No? Kayla at home is saying pig's feet. Awesome. Eliza at home is saying pigs. All right. Well, the correct answer is pig trotters, the pig's feet. Pig trotters are cooked for elderly parents. It's thought to bring good luck and contribute to a long and healthy life. The other stuff, that's just for the fun of it.
Oh, you're not so lucky if you're getting to eat pig's feet. There's not much luck about that. Now, the bacon of the pig, oh, yeah, but the feet, good God, I mean, they better taste like bacon. They'd be hard like rock.
Now, to be fair, I've never had pig's feet, but I have cooked with pork hocks, which is like the ankle and above. I've never used the feet themselves, but I have used pork hocks. I've used it to make gelatin. I've actually, kind of harvested my own gelatin that way for use in a lot of different things. But also for making split pea with ham soup, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's really good. Like the hocks are really good. I've never used the feet. I worked in a butcher shop and I ran the deli side of the kitchen for a period of time doing that. So wow. I packaged the pig's feet, but I never used it in my kitchen. But I had actually prepared them for others, wow. Just as an ingredient. But yeah, I would be curious to try it. It sounds horrific, but having cooked with pork hocks and, cut the feet, for sale in the butcher counter in the meat case, I would be willing to try it.
Nope, not a place I can work.
I've also had cow tongue, which wasn't as bad as I thought. It was just muscle. It was just kind of weird. It was just the texture is a little different than what I'm used to.
I don't need any other animal's tongue. Whatever has that tongue needs it more than I do. That's what.
Yeah, I don't want to. The flavor wasn't bad. I don't remember disliking it, but it's just knowing that I'm eating a tongue. I didn't like that. Like it's just. Yeah. I don't know. I'm okay with eating other parts, but
that's mental weirdness of eating. Yeah.
I enjoyed the dish, but it's not something I want to do again. I'm glad I did it. I don't want to do it again. I would try duck tongue for that reason. Yeah.
I'm in northern Canada here in Cape Breton there, Enrique. You're over there in Mexico. I could tell you that the food that you have there and the food that we have here you'd be like, I don't recognize none of it. And we would both be saying the same thing in each location. I don't know how to eat or what I'm eating. Yeah. Whose last voyage to the New World? Oh, did we get the answer on that one?
Yeah, pig's feet. Trotters.
Right. Next question. So, whose last voyage to the New World in 1504 made use of a lunar eclipse that occurred on the 29th of February? So, was it Bartolomeo Diaz, Christopher Columbus, Vasco da Gama, Amerigo Vespucci? Dear God, what a mouthful these guys are. So again, I'll repeat the question. Whose last voyage to the New World in 1504 made use of a lunar eclipse that occurred the 29th of February? And the answers are in there. Which one? Bartolomeo Diaz, Christopher Columbus, Vasco da Gama, or Amerigo Vespucci?
Vasco da Gama.
Yeah. So Enrique
Columbus says Columbus is the only name I recognize, and the idea of transferring over to the New World, I'm just going to go with Columbus based on my very limited knowledge of that subject. There's probably Bartolomeo Diaz, like it's a very Spanish sounding name, and I'm thinking it's probably that dude, but I'm going to go with Bartolomeo. Let's hear it for that guy. I know that there was there was a lot of Spanish influence but maybe Britain was there before Spain.
Columbus come from Spain as well. I thought because one of the ships was the Santa Maria. Am I in the wrong zone? Am I thinking wrong? Was there not 3 ships?
Yeah, no, the Santa Maria, the something Pinto, or Pinta.
Yep. It was the Pinta Maria.
What's my language on that one?
Yeah. There were 3 ships, and they were Spain.
Yeah, like I want to say that maybe Columbus left Britain, then went to Spain, and that's where the Spanish ship came from. But I don't know enough about that. But I do know that Spain did have contact because the Spanish influence on the Aztec and on the Aztec Empire was pretty phenomenal. It was
heavy.
Yeah, there's a lot there. I'm not going to open up that, but
no. So Kayla's saying Christopher Columbus. Enrique, same logic as the alien. Well, I mean, Imogen does have lots of logic in her answers. There's no doubt. We all try to do some reasoning. Hers is usually the most logical.
Even when I'm incorrect, I will always support my rationale. I will always show my work. I'm going Bartolomeo.
Right? Excellent deducing behind that answer.
Yeah, I'm going Bartolomeo.
Okay. Still waiting on Brandonian there. He's in the middle of an advertisement, I can see. Gotta trust the title. She is
I am the CEO of Awesomeness. Thank you.
Might give
I'm going Bartolomeo.
Brando?
Brandon, are you dancing? Brandon's not dancing.
Might be in the middle of one of his 5-minute skits. His ads can run a few sometimes. So in the meantime, the answer to this one is Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
Reason yourself but I think they all travel.
I was rooting for Bartolomeo.
They travel in the same sea together. Go ahead.
Brandon's animated.
We'll leave him doing
okay.
Yep.
All right, so give it up for Enrique and the alien. Yeah, Enrique's on my side with this. I'm still standing by. Bartolomeo is doing stuff. Okay, doing.
You got a cool name, Bartolomeo. Yeah.
Right. On the name alone, I want to give him points for existing. Oh,
right.
Enrique saying he's got to go. Have a good night. Talk to you next time.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Brandon's doing his thing. Okay, so I'll just do my question here. Okay, the Canopus Decree. The Canopus Decree is the oldest known text which acknowledges the leap year. Which civilization is it from? Sumerian, Egyptian, Babylonian, or Diocletian?
The what text again? Read that word.
All right. The Canopus Decree is the oldest known text which acknowledges the leap year. Which civilization is it from? Is it A, Sumerian, B, Egyptian, C, Babylonian, or D, Diocletian?
I'm going with Babylonian. I don't know. I feel like that's the oldest out of them. I could be full of Babylonian myself. Or Babel.
Babylonian's pretty old. Karen at home is saying Egyptian.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel Babylonian's older than Egyptian, but hey, I've never walked like an Egyptian. I don't know.
I've never babbled like a Babylonian.
Right? I may have babbled like a Babylonian. I don't know. I do babble quite well.
Margaret at home is saying Egyptian.
From the long bloodline of Babylonians.
Awesome. Brandon looks like he's almost back. Kayla at home is saying Babylonian. Oh. Oh. Now I'm just stalling, giving Brandon a moment. And Brandon's not coming back. He's in Brandon Town.
He is.
Dancing Brandon, our ginger gem.
We'll give Brandon
awesome. Okay. All right. So the correct answer. All right. The correct answer is B, Egyptian. You've heard of the Rosetta Stone, right?
Yep.
Yes,
Good
no,
job,
maybe, kind of. Okay.
And Karen?
So now I one of my little points of nerdliness, I actually have a little replica of the Rosetta Stone. It hangs up in my house, and that's just kind of one of the things amongst my multitude of collectible stuff.
Awesome.
So I'm fascinated by language. So the Rosetta Stone was really crucial in the early translation of ancient Egyptian language. Well, there were a few other stelas that were found around the same time that were crazy important. Like it told us everything, like the bulk of what we learned about ancient Egyptian life, culture, practices, etc. So one of those was the Canopus Decree. This was the second oldest of all of the ones that were found. The first copy of it, because it was like written out, or kind of what's the word when you do like a rubbing, like chalk rubbing or whatever, or charcoal rubbing. There's a copy of it. The first copy of it was actually found later on in 1866, inscribed on a stela originally known as the Sand Stela, but which no one had been able to read until that point. It was just sort of copied and then put on file somewhere. It turned out it was in such good condition, with the stela almost complete, except for a small fragment damaged on a corner. This actually proved crucial for deciphering the Egyptian hieroglyphs. It contained more characters than the Rosetta Stone. It had 37 lines of text and 76 lines of Greek writing. The Rosetta Stone has 3 languages: hieroglyphs, Demotic is cursive glyphs, and Greek. So in this one, in the the Egyptian one, the Canopic one, it was named after the city in which it was found. That's why it's called Canopus. That was the city where they found it. But that one is the one that actually had the first mention of the leap year. So this is kind of buried for a long time. And then it was like Julius Caesar later on was recognizing that the calendar is kind of weird.
Looking at your screen.
Say what? Oh yeah. Oh my God, he's so animated. I love that Muppet.
I'm dying. I'm getting like a cheerleader. Give him a couple pom poms, and it's like,
Right?
I could tell you weren't looking at what he was doing. I'm like, how can she not be working right now? Yeah.
Hi.
You gonna unmute yourself?
Oh,
all right.
Hi.
Yeah,
Hi.
We're not having any fun here.
Yeah, we could tell. So if you've got time, finish us off with the last question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Did we do Time Magazine's question?
Don't think so.
Don't think so?
No. I don't remember.
Okay. So this is the leap year. And who was Time Magazine's 2012 Person of the Year? Greta Thunberg, Pope Francis, Barack Obama, or Mark Zuckerberg?
Oh, I'll go with
Obama.
I don't know. I'm between Obama and Greta. Probably was Obama.
Like in 2012, she was like 6.
Yeah. So we're going to go Obama.
Yep. Karen at home is saying Mark Zuckerberg. I'm going Obama. Obama. Oh.
What is
Brandon's hoping for more answers.
Right? Last one, Laura.
Yep. I'm sticking with my answer.
I am too.
Okay. Get the answer here. The answer is C, Barack Obama.
Ooh, good one. And
I never use this point.
Right. For the game, the points just don't matter. That was a good shift or a good
right.
Game. Your dance moves were pretty pretty off the top tonight. Guys, thanks for tuning in. It was a great week as usual.
Like we should all kind of do Brandon flailing.
Yeah, I know.
What song was playing?
What one? Oh, can we say it?
That song, you know that.
Look, if you would have had a chicken costume on, that would have been the best skit ever.
Oh, I do have a chicken costume, but it's at home.
Well, I mean, I could visualize it, but it would have been better to actually visualize it. Yeah.
Brandon, you are a vision in chicken.
Right.
That hair, though. That hair. So it was a great time tonight. We don't know what next week's show will be on, but as usual, it will be something new, something exciting, and something that will crack us all up. Hope you all have a great week and leap into leap year this year. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Do something fun.